we're going to be going through the adding and subtracting of polynomials. So the first question is, what is a polynomial? So first, it essentially has to do with the number of terms. So 5x is one term, and we call that a monomial. This has two terms, and we call that a binomial. Three terms, 1, 2, 3 terms, and we call this a trinomial. Trinomial. And I think it's a quadnomial, quinnomial, and it continues on, and so on and so forth. All of these are polynomials. So poly just means many, which interestingly enough, it does include one polynomial. So a polynomial just means something with some terms. It essentially means, maybe it means some terms. The rules. So the rules are, we're going to have stuff in brackets, and if we're adding, then we just remove the brackets and everything's hunky-dory. And if we're subtracting, then we change the signs of everything in the bracket. And obviously I'm going to give some examples of how we do that. So here we go. We have 4x plus 7 plus 3x plus 8. So remember the rule. If there's a plus sign in front of the bracket, we just remove the brackets. If to subtract, we change the signs. So what's in front of this bracket, you can't see it because it's invisible, there's an invisible plus. So that means we just get rid of it. So it's going to be 4x plus 7 plus 3x plus 8. And so that's the getting rid of the bracket step. And then the next step is you put the like terms together. So that's going to be 4x plus 3x plus 7 plus 8, which is going to be 7x plus 15. So that plus that is 7x plus 15. Same idea with this one. There's an invisible plus in front of there, so this just becomes 2x plus 7 plus, and there's a plus in front of this bracket, so plus 3x minus 11. So that's the getting rid of the bracket step. And now the collecting like terms, 2x plus 3x plus 7 minus 11 is 5x, and 7 minus 11 is minus 4. So that's going to be equal to 5x minus 4. Okay, finally we have our first negative here. So let's see what that does. So there's a plus in front of this first bracket, so we just write it as 7x plus 11. There's a negative in front of this bracket though, so what we do in this case is everything switches. This was a plus, it now becomes a minus. This was a plus, it now becomes a negative. And so what we have then is 7x. Remember when we move things, they drag the sign in front of them. So it's going to be 7x minus 4x plus 11 minus 2. And 7 minus 4 is 3x, and 11 minus 2 is plus 9. Okay. So as usual, we haven't deviated from that. There's been invisible pluses in front of these first brackets all the time. And so that's going to give us 3x minus 11. A negative in front of this bracket, so when we get rid of the bracket, everything changes. The plus becomes a minus, the negative becomes a plus. 3x, the 5 drags the negative with it. The 11 drags the negative with it. Plus 7, oh, I was supposed to switch colors there because that's the, we're on the combining like terms thing. 3 minus 5 is minus 2x, negative 11 plus 7 is negative 4.